Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Today I have my stopwatch and I have my notepad, so it seems that we're on to a good start. But before we launch into this, just a quick note. Last episode went on a little bit, probably shouldn't have recorded it that long. I was in a bit of a bad mood. I think that showed on the video. I am sorry, it wasn't my best work. I feel a lot better today, so hopefully today should be a lot more fun. It's also, though, going to have to be a damn sight shorter because I need to get a few videos up, and so we're going to be cracking on with it. So yeah, beg your pardon. I just want to say, if you're watching this as a how-to get to Eve, probably not the best place for you to be right now. No hard feelings. If you want to switch off, that's fine. This is more of my story of getting to Eve, and we might not get there. Under Home Again, Home in Good Health, Space Academy. Sorry, we might not get there. So if I don't, I apologise. I'm just playing this to have a bit of fun. I'm not playing this with any sort of serious conviction. How a game should be played, I think. So, back to the Space Centre, where the last time we were working on the Eve Explorer Mark 10, I think, did we get to? 8... yeah, I think 8 looks like the highest one at 316 parts. I think maybe the challenge that we've set ourselves is a bit lofty. I think this is a bit of a dead end. I don't really want to invest too much more time in this because... Oh no, sorry, that's one of their stock parts. I don't want to invest too much more time in this because it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. So we're going to start again. We're going to change the criteria a bit. We're going to start small and work our way up. We're going to start by having a one-man capsule, so only one Kermanite is going to go, but he's not coming back. However, we do want a lander stage. That's still going to happen. But he's probably not going to take off. So what we need to do, basically, this is going to be a science mission. This Kerman, whoever it is going to set forth on to the Mun for us, and he's going to send back valuable data, such as gravity. I'm going to have this here just in case all hell breaks loose and we have to separate. I'm still going to have this as a touchdown just in case it has a decent enough atmosphere that... Why? Why do you do this now? In case it has an atmosphere that will support a parachute. If not, then we will rocket our way down. But if we can parachute down, all the power to us, then we'll separate. So this is basically an emergency stage here. This is what I'm intending is going to put us down. Also, a decoupler. Oh, didn't mean that one. We're going to have this as a 3-stage rocket, and probably again we can have you. I'm going to stay. I know people have been saying that these are horribly useless, and they've not been overly reliable. But I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I am going to stay with the big tanks, the big powerful tanks. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I've also had a bit of a play with the graphic settings as well, so hopefully everything's fine. If it's not, I do apologise and I will get back to fixing it. I'm just going to film this one by itself for the time being. So I'm just going to strengthen it up a little bit with those. Now the other problem we had last time as well was when we separated this big stage, because of its size, it basically just slammed into that rocket inside there. So we are going to be putting Seprons on. Now, pre-warning on this, if you've played the game you might be aware, I can't even bloody find them, there they are. If you've played the game you might be aware of this. When these go off, all hell breaks loose. I don't know whether it's just my computer, but the game wants to crash hard. Now I don't know how it's going to cope with fraps. Oops, now it's pushing it towards the tank. I don't know how it's going to deal with fraps, but I know that this is a reasonably good computer. It's certainly away from what is required of Kerbal Space Program. To give you a rough idea of the stats, we're talking about an i3 3.2 with 8 gig of crosshair memory and 1 gig memory card. So, you know, it should be fine. However, these, for whatever reason, hate computers and want to kill them. The other thing as well is when you put them on, make sure that whatever it is that they're facing, you don't want anymore, because they will destroy everything in their path. Then I'm going to put, maybe over-engineering this again, I don't know. But that just doesn't seem like it's going to have the burn time to get to the sort of heights that I want. Certainly need to strap it together. As Jeff Major's been calling this, space duct tape. Spacer glue. Okay, and then we'll just strap these down as well. Hopefully the separation stage on this should be pretty good. Now, that doesn't look like that's landed properly in my book, I'll be honest. Guess it must have, but yeah, that looks better. I don't know, do we put a boost in there as well? But then that flies out. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. I don't think it'll need it. Okay, so we're going to start small, we're going to start simple, we're going to start with this. And we're going to also just do one more thing. And that is go from there to there to support it. Also, somebody put down more struts. That was the problem with the last one, it wasn't stable enough. I don't think I could have physically fit any more on there, number one. And somebody else put, I need more thrust, need more rockets. The problem was that there was just too much weight. If I put any more rockets on there, it would have meant adding more fuel. The thing was just too heavy. It was way over-engineered. And on any other day, that would have been hilarious. So we're going to call this the Miniature Eve Explorer Mark 1. And we're just going to set these stages. So stage 1 is going to be you and you. Still don't know why they're doing this. I also want to put you into that stage. Assumably then, this is the separation. Yep. So there you go. Bang. We burn, we burn, we burn. Then we need that one there, which is going to go at the same time as this, and there is no other thing in there. So that's going to blow and it's going to take the separons with it. Then the next stage is going to come into play, which is that rocket, and then separation. Yep, separation for stage 3, which will then take us to that for stage 2. Which hopefully will see us right, landing gear, and as an absolute last stage emergency, then we can pop the parachute out, and that's going to be all hell has broken loose. In fact, actually, I'm just wondering, I think I'm going to do away with that and hope that parachute can support all this. I don't think it can. However, with the parachute and the retro thrust, yes, it should cope. Again, very mathematical here. Could, should, would, hope. I think we're going to have to rename this company Give It a Go Space Program. Okay. I think that does it. Just check that stage one more time. So bang, Bang, bang. Separate. Separate. So you need to come in between there. Then that separates. Don't know why that is on its own. We can do away with a stage. So that goes bang, clear it. Then that goes and that goes. And then we separate there, which separates this one up at the top, allowing us for this final stage. Okay. Think so. We're going to clear the launch pad. We're not going to... I shouldn't need the structural arms. If it does, then we'll come back and we'll put it on. And today's candidate for death is Neilry Kerman. Neilry Armstrong Kerman. Certainly looks a damn sight more stable. Did I put an SAS on this? Yes, I did. Well, it's the one in the capsule. Do we need an SAS for this? Let's find out. So this launch... See, I'm not having to rush this time. This is nice. However, that doesn't look great. I think we may be restarting this. So I'll go ahead. I'm not going to be surprised if this explodes. I'm going to go ahead and do this launch is for first. This launch is for Bros Productions LPK, Gluttony Reaper, Ajowojo, AJWOJO 1210, Dan 1601, Zizazak 1312. Yeah, that's you guys for today. So some of those, I might be reading some of these out twice. If I am, I apologise. I do have quite a few to get through. Anyway, without further ado, 3, 2, 1, off you diddly. It needs an SAS straight away. Maybe some winglets as well on this solid fuel stage. Let's see what happens when we separate. I'm starting to level back out again. In the wrong way. It's not a terrible flyer. Throttle back a bit. Okay, I think, yeah, we're just burning. There you go. That's what happens when you use those. So that worked well anyway. That certainly cleared everything. And that's this stage burning. Oh, that was a mistake. We're going to have to go even faster to try and get... Oops! That's a problem. So the parachute still needs to be on the stage on its own. Okie dokie. And that's it, we're out of stages. Don't know why all this has stayed with us, that's annoying. I mean, obviously they're the separons. Oh, there we go, they crash, and then they go. And let's just check that this doesn't hit the ground too hard. I'm not going to put a burn on so it has a thorough test. And we'll just let this... hit the ground and see how it does. It's still gaining speed. I would have thought that the atmospheric drag would have slowed it down. There we go, it's starting to slow now. Also, question, we might have to just move it a little bit so we are over water. Which would mean us going this way. Wow, 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 wow. Was that the wrong way? I think I'm having to do this upside down. Come on, fight! An SAS is definitely a requirement for this. No, okay. It's just fucking with my program. So we'll see if it hits the water, given that we have no other real choice because it's pretty uncontrollable with a parachute out and a half-cocked SAS. But basically we're looking for about 20 meters a second. No, I'm happy with that. So provided there's a reasonably good atmosphere at eve, then this should all go pretty well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the flight there. We'll just sort this staging out. And flight vehicle assembly. So, what that was put you in there, and we will put see, this is the bit that I'm worried about, is the jolt separating there. See, I could always add parachutes in between. I also haven't put anything down for an EVA, have I? Oh, don't want to do that. I want to turn you off axis. I don't want you to go that way. That's what I want you to do. I want you to go like that, so I can put an EVA ladder down the side. I might have... Nah, fuck it. I don't... Because these will disappear when that stage separates. We won't be landing with those in place. So, let's drop that. And... that. And... then... that. And then... that. And then... and then... Who was watching Dude Where's My Car the other day? Me. So that's the ladders. That's that stage set. That's the added. The advanced SAS. Don't think I would have done anything to the staging. Winglets. That's the last thing we were going to do. Tail fin. R1AV. So we want the R8 winglet. On multiplier. These are the ones that move, aren't they? Doesn't say that they're gimblable. Is that me, or is that going nowhere near dead centre? Am I just being tarded? Okay, new plan. You go there. And there. And there. These look more like it. Standard cardinals. Cardinal burns. Carnards, I know. I like cardinals. It has sexual connotations. And maybe these as well, but I don't know. It's going to be upper stage burning. Nah, fuck it. I don't think there's room to fit them on anyway. Yeah, that'll do. So... that will help the SAS stay in tow. I think that merits a new number. Save, and we'll launch that one. This time, no fucking about. 3, 2, 1, bang, off we go. Ooh, something sounded like it broke. Okay. 3, 2, 1, bang. That is better. Just come back a little bit, because too much thrust as well can force you all over the place. So do a bit of fuel consumption, fuel conservation. We don't have a huge amount, but also we have a fraction of the amount of weight that we had to lift from the start as well. Everything there is burning, so it's not the case of that the engine's broke. So we're losing. Whoa! Shit! Okay. Doesn't look like anything too spectacular happened there. Let's just see how this is going. I know it's a bit early doors, but that's growing quite well. About 80,000 is going to be our target figure before we start heading into the roll. But we're going to start a gravity turn on the 90 degree mark at about 20-25,000 metres, depending on how the speed's going. It's come down to about half throttle there. We're still gaining speed pretty well. About now 10 metres per second per second. What is it about? Yeah, I've only got one more tank after this. So that's the 20,000 metre mark. So we'll start the gravity roll across the 90 degree. Ooh, that's disorientating. That's better. That's a perspective that we're used to. Okay, X. Okay, that's hit us at our target height, but why is that shrinking? So let's give it a little burn just to keep that up and away. Okay, so there we go. It's probably because I cut the engines before we were in orbit and away from most of the influence of the planet. A little bit higher than I'd like to be, but not a problem. Let's start the roll. Oh, you fat bastard! Get over! Because we're hitting the 80,000 meter mark, and that's really where I want to be. Though what would have been nice is to have actually been able to have traded some of the horizontal speed. So they're actually gaining momentum from going down rather than still trying to fight our way going up. Maybe it's just worth waiting and we just go for a slightly higher orbit. We've got to get that high anyway eventually. So pretty. Beautiful starry night. It's a shame it's got all these lines drawn across it, otherwise it would be uber duper super pretty. SAS fuel, that's what I didn't put on. Dope. Still, hopefully we won't be requiring it too much. Okay. Let's go for this mega uber burn to get this out. Right. We need to hit the line as well because we've got a wonky trajectory there. Right, that's where we want to be. Now, let's flip us over. Okay, flipping can wait a bit. There we go. So we're going to trade some of this down speed for... oh, that's it. Stage is out. So yeah, we're going to start trading some of this down speed for the vertical speed for horizontal speed, or some of our height for vertical speed rather. Spinning, spinning uncontrollably. There we go. Spinning the other way uncontrollably. We'll get into an orbit and then we'll sort that out in a moment. Not going to be the roundest orbit, but once this hits 80... So that's our lowest point, 80. So we'll just get round here and adjust that. In the meantime, I want to straighten... Well, there's not much point of straightening out now, is there? Because that's only going to change in a minute. Get on fucking line! Okie doke. So... Yes. That's the first stage completed. I'll just get round here quickly. So I can just bolster that a little bit more. So in a prediction for where we're going to need to be, it's near enough exactly the opposite. So if we face into Kerbal, by the time we get round the other side, that will be where we need to look at going. Oh, damn you and your SAS-ness. Now, what I wanted to do, I can't remember if I said this in the last episode, was we're going this way. I wanted to go this way so that we actually slingshot into the path and we go to meet the planet rather than go this way and chase it. But I think that's going to be harder than hell because you need to find the planet spins at 171 meters per second. So when you're getting into orbit, rather than having that 170 meters deducted from, I think, a 1500 total target to get into orbit, it might be high, it might be in the 2000s. You need to find, let's say it's 2000, you then need to find 2000 157 going the other way, and that's quite a lot in fuel when you're trying to get off a planet. To turn around now, if we were to sort of go like this, we could change our... no, we could go that way, but eventually we wind up spinning that way. No, we just have to do a straight bank and turn, and that would cost a lot of fuel. The other way to do it would be to go out to the moon and slingshot like that, but then we'd have to make a huge amount of... cost a huge amount of fuel out here trying to adjust it back into an orbital path to come into line with Eve. In fact, actually, if I was going to really do this, now is the time to go ahead and try and get out there. I also need to find a better plane to do this on. Or do I? That's... it's not the world's greatest plane. I think we need to get in an orbit with the sun. That's what we need to do. That's our next challenge. So, I've missed my opportunity this time. We will still go ahead and lift the orbit on this side. Oh, I think I need to sneeze. Yeah, I do. Okay, and then what I'll do is just lift that to about 100. That'll do. Wow, we are on the piss. That's not going to matter too much because I think we're going to have to make quite a few course adjustments to get to Eve anyway, because Eve sits on a sort of odd plane. Though where we are at the moment is going to be the best one. Right, so next time we thump our way out of the influence of our entire little sort of... what's this called? Our little... constellation of planets. Pop in the comments what I mean by that. I want to get out of this area and start acting under the influence of acting under the influence of the sun to get into this orbit and start chasing Eve, either or either have Eve chase me or start chasing Eve. Or if we get lucky, maybe, and it will be luck, I've looked everywhere to find the numbers, and I understand it has something to do with a linear slope that you need to work out with the velocity and the altitude and everything else to figure out how to get there. But I don't understand the maths, so it'll be luck if we just happen to bump into it. But that's all for next time. So I'd like to thank you very much for joining me. My name's Hobo. Don't forget to check out my other videos and rate, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.